Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday, the 7th of February, 2024, and I was not going to do a video this afternoon. And I was just waiting on Tucker Carlson's interview with Putin, and then I was going to report on that. No, I'm mostly joking. So I was doing some digging into the backgrounds of people that have destroyed our lives here in Canada and internationally. And because we know these people by name, right? They're still working they still have the nerve and the audacity to still work within government. And I know why now. And I also know why now for years why it's been impossible for myself and others like me to find lawyers, especially in the province of Ontario, because these lawyers are all from the same firm. They're all staged out of places like Toronto and, surprisingly enough, Calgary, New York, and other areas. But just let's just roll through this, right? Let's see what will I start with? This one. I'm on the 3773 train here, which when you times them, it's 2701. I've talked about that a lot, and today is also 27. So interesting is I was taking a look at this. This is from Canadian Lawyer. 11. So a lot of lawyers in Canada, obviously getting this publication, right? 11 of 37 in Trudeau's cabinet shuffle are lawyers. Law professors, trade lawyer, former federal crown prosecutor, and counsel to both the BC and Canadian human rights tribunals among the ministers. And if they were great people that had our best interest at heart and weren't sellouts to Canada and had shares and stocks in companies that they're backing and pushing the military, pharmaceutical, and industrial complex, so if they weren't doing that, this would be fine, right? But it's not fine because they've been destroying Canada. So this was the 22nd of November, 2019. So ironically, this is JFK Assassination Day, the cusp of Scorpio to Sagittarius. Scorpio being the sign associated with deceit, like Judas, and betraying Jesus, etc. Anyway, I can go on a tangent on that as well, but I won't. But Gematria, and then you've got the 19 in there. So last Wednesday, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau unveiled Canada's 29th federal ministry. Legal minds who have already cast a long shadow in the profession are set to wield significant political power in Canada's federal government. So now I don't even know how that, like it's just, there's a lot of issues with this, right? There's a lot of violations that could incur when you have anyway, let's just carry on with this. As lawyers take on several key roles heading into 2020, 11 of the lawmakers taking up cabinet portfolios came from legal professions. 3 of these lawyers are new to cabinet, including Minister of Indigenous Services, Mark Miller, he's been in the media a lot lately. So yeah, he is a lawyer. Okay, not agriculture, minister of all these other things. This guy, that's his background. Minister Procurement, Anita Anand, who's now I think like defense minister or something like that. Anyway, not defense minister, but her husband shares in stocks and companies, and so does she. I just want to see what she is now, because they all change. And that's what I'm saying. For years, they've just been shuffling corrupted individuals. Yeah, Minister of National Defense. Yeah. So she should be fired, but not. And Public Services and Procurement, Marco Mendicino, who during the Freedom Convoy time was also our he was our public safety officer. And so less new to cabinet is David Lametti. These are all people that we need to remember, and they need to be criminally investigated. We need to actually have lawyers that go against this large firm that I'm going to share and go against these people. And it's going to be hard. I get that. I understand that. But people need to fucking pony up, all right, and start. We need to go after these people in a legal manner because they're lawyers. Minister of Justice and Attorney General since January. Like this guy, bought and paid for. Let's see who else they list here. So yeah, Toronto's Chrystia Freeland, François-Philippe Champagne. Yeah, and so, oh, here we go. The following are the lawyers of the 2019 federal cabinet, and they're Tory LLP. And clearly people that don't deserve their degrees when you hear them talk, and the misinformation and the lies they share on their social media and in cabinet and in interviews and meetings. So Anita Anand, these people, François Philippe Champagne, Ahmed Hussein, Melanie Joly, Minister of Economic Development and Official Languages, and now she's like Minister of like Foreign Affairs or something like that, doing a terrible job. All these, Dominic LeBlanc, like one of Justin Trudeau's fixers, like really important job here, President of the Queen's Privy Council. Catherine McKenna, Marco Menachino, all these people that that lied to us for the last few years and deceived us through the pandemic. Of course, they're lawyers that come from the same firm. I'll stop sharing this. So I'll share this, but then I'll show you other things that I looked at. So when I look at Tories, I'm looking right away. They have a DEI. It's very important. They're diversity, equity, inclusion. Okay, so you know they're part of like the people that are funded by Soros and Gates and stuff like that. So you know that their main funders are leftist wokeists that don't care about Canada or Canadians. Like, look, explore who we are. Yeah, anyway. I'll show you what comes with the search. Let's see what Wikipedia has to say. Not a reputable source to cite. I want to see what they say about it because again, I'm seeing this with you. International corporate law firm with offices in Toronto, Calgary, New York, Montreal, and Halifax. The firm acts for a wide range of commercial clients and financial institutions in Canada, the United States, and internationally because it's not a globe. Founded in 1941. Limited liability partnership, that's why it's LLP. So the merge happened in the year 2000. Oh my God, they're even noting her as someone who's like, I'm so disgusted in that. This girl needs jail. That woman needs jail. Over 360 attorneys. Sorry, I'm looking at other things with you on. Anyway, I'm just kind of disgusted and frustrated that people that we have that are elected members of government that are supposed to be that are supposed to have our best interest at heart not only don't, but they also have the legal arm at their full disposal with international connections in order to shut people down. And there were hundreds of millions of dollars in Canada alone that were thrown at going against anyone that was going against the military pharmaceutical industrial complex. And I can see why these and so I don't understand how this cannot be seen as a conflict of interest. And especially with like who these people are associated with, like their wives, their husbands, their friends and family who have shares and stocks in these companies that they're pushing, and contracts that they've signed with these companies, companies that they've had shares and stocks in. It just we need to find people, like especially legal teams and lawyers that are able to go against the federal government. And there are people like me that are looking. So reach out, Dawn, DAWN 189 at protonmail.com. I have it like irrefutable data, that I've given to all levels of these schmucky schmucks for years now, and they're refusing to look at it, right? And it's because they're protected. And I was gonna leave it at that. And yeah, no, I will. Because I think it needs to stay like that. And if I do come back online, it's going to be talking about the shape of the world, this earth, because there are people that are saying that COVID-19 is the biggest psyops propaganda event that's ever happened. And I don't even think it's top 5 on the list, honestly, in the last decade, or I'll say 2 decades rather. 3 decades. No, because I want to add in 9/11 in there as well. Yeah, so I will leave that at that, and I hope that everyone has a wonderful rest of your day.